Welcome back, everyone. Let's delve into the introduction to the New World Order conspiracy. What are your thoughts on its basics?
The idea of a New World Order is often dismissed as just another conspiracy theory, but isn't it worth questioning why so many people believe it? There's usually smoke where there's fire.
Historically, there have been powerful groups that seek control. However, jumping to conclusions without evidence can muddle genuine political critique.
We also can't dismiss the fear and frustration that people feel about losing personal freedoms. It's an emotional reaction to rapid global changes, not just about facts and logic.
So, is it about power dynamics, or is it about societal fear and apprehension? Can we find the common ground?
Both, perhaps. Certain elites undeniably influence global structures. It doesn't hurt to stay vigilant and question narratives.
Awareness is good, but skepticism must be accompanied by critical thinking. Otherwise, we risk spreading misinformation.
True, but understanding the emotional underpinning is also important. Many fear losing identity in an increasingly homogenized world.
Balancing logic with emotional insight might be the key to understanding this complex topic. Let's continue with the historical origins and development of the New World Order theory. From a historical perspective, how did these ideas take root?
The concept has been around for centuries, evolving through socio-political changes. It often stems from fears of centralized power and loss of sovereignty.
Many point to the post-WWI period, when institutions like the League of Nations were formed. People saw these as stepping stones towards global governance.
And the fear intensified during the Cold War. Any hint of global cooperation was seen by some as a move towards a world government.
So, would you say historical events have both fueled and shaped these beliefs?
Absolutely, especially when leaders openly talk about New World paradigms. It fuels speculation and suspicion.
True, but we must remember that suggesting cooperation isn't inherently sinister. It's sometimes necessary for global challenges.
Yet the rhetoric used could feel exclusionary to people who weren't part of the conversation. This contributes to a sense of alienation.
Historical context reveal that both political maneuvers and the emotional climate of the times contributed to the development of this theory.
The concern that history repeats itself is valid. Powerful empires have risen and fallen, often at the cost of individual freedoms.
But understanding history should also guide us in preventing irrational fear. Learning from the past doesn't mean expecting the worst.
Definitely, learning from history requires empathy. Acknowledging people's fears helps bridge gaps rather than widen them.
Thanks for your insights, everyone. Illustrating the historical origins of the New World Order conspiracy shows us the complexity and depth behind these beliefs. Let's remain open to both their rational and emotional roots. Let's now dive into the key theories and proponents of the New World Order conspiracy. Who are the main players and what are their arguments?
Some proponents argue that secretive organizations like the Illuminati or Bilderberg Group are manipulating world events. They believe these elites aim to establish a unified global government.
The problem with these theories is the lack of verifiable evidence. They often rely on anecdotal reports or mysterious symbols rather than concrete facts.
Yet, for many, these theories touch on genuine concerns about transparency and accountability in governance. It's more than just paranoia, it's about feeling powerless.
It's clear these theories arise from a mix of observable global changes and deep-seated fears. What can be done to address this disparity?
Encouraging open dialogue between governments and their citizens might help. Secretive behavior only amplifies suspicions.
That's true, but fostering critical thinking in education is equally important. People need tools to discern fact from fiction.
Plus, acknowledging the emotional aspect can help in understanding why such theories resonate. Empathy and connection are key.
So the path forward is education, empathy, and openness. But what about the proponents who steadfastly endorse these theories?
Many are motivated by a genuine desire to uncover truths. They might feel they are protecting freedoms by opposing perceived tyranny.
While some might have noble intentions, others capitalize on fear for personal gain, spreading misinformation for profit or influence.
We shouldn't discount those who feel disillusioned. Creating spaces for respectful conversation might convert suspicion into positive action.
Thank you for your perspectives. Bridging the gap between skepticism and reality must involve both empathy and critical analysis. Let's keep exploring this multifaceted topic together. Welcome back, everyone. Now, let's explore the political and social implications of the New World Order conspiracy. How do these beliefs impact our society and governance?
The political implications include a growing distrust of global institutions. Many view these as tools for central control rather than cooperation. This skepticism can fuel nationalism.
It's a double-edged sword. While distrust might prompt legitimate scrutiny, it can also lead to isolationism and erode necessary global partnerships.
Socially, these theories can fracture communities. People become divided, suspecting each other and authorities, which can lead to social unrest.
Sir, it appears these beliefs can disrupt both political stability and social cohesion. What can be done to address these disruptions?
Politically, transparency is key. Governments should communicate openly about their intentions to mitigate fears of hidden agendas.
Meanwhile, educational initiatives can equip people to critically assess such claims, fostering informed debate rather than blind belief.
We should also promote community building through dialogue. Understanding and empathy can dismantle the barriers that these theories erect.
By encouraging transparency, education, and empathy, perhaps we can find harmony in these complex dynamics. Let's remain committed to understanding both the political and social landscapes involved. Now, let's shift to criticisms and debunking of the New World Order conspiracy. How do we address these theories critically yet sensitively?
Criticism often views these theories as distractions from real, tangible issues. Focusing on fantasy can divert energy from addressing pressing needs.
Debunking requires patience and hard evidence. We should challenge these ideas with factual information, yet respectful dialogue is crucial to avoid alienating believers.
Emotional engagement can go a long way. Behind every conspiracy is a human story of fear or need for belonging that needs addressing.
Engaging constructively means combining logic with empathy. But how can we effectively persuade those deeply rooted in their beliefs?
Addressing personal experiences that fuel these beliefs helps. Finding common ground by offering alternative narratives can open minds.
Demonstrating the real impacts of believing in falsehoods can also be persuasive. Highlighting the consequences might encourage free evaluation.
We must also consider societal factors. Lack of trust and exclusion can foster these beliefs. Building inclusive communities is essential.
Combining factual debunking with emotional understanding seems key to addressing these conspiracy theories effectively. Let's keep exploring with an open heart and mind. Let's move to how the New World Order conspiracy is represented in media and popular culture. How are these theories portrayed?
Movies, TV shows, and even music often depict shadowy organizations, which can sensationalize the idea of hidden global controllers. It fuels public curiosity and sometimes paranoia.
While some media aim to entertain, others can blur lines between fiction and reality, which may lead some viewers to take these narratives seriously. It's a delicate balance.
For many, these stories offer an emotional outlet. They articulate fears around powerlessness and provide a narrative that makes sense of confusing global events.
Do you think this media portrayal impacts public perception significantly?
Absolutely. Constant exposure can normalize these themes, making people more receptive to conspiracy theories. It emphasizes drama over factual discourse.
However, media can also educate and provoke critical thinking if used responsibly, challenging audiences to question rather than simply accept.
The key might be in providing diverse perspectives. Recognizing media as both a mirror and a molder of society can encourage viewers to think critically about what they're consuming.
It seems clear that media has a dual role, informative yet potentially misleading. Balancing entertainment with responsibility is essential. Let's keep this dialogue going. Now that we've explored various aspects of the New World Order conspiracy, let's focus on the psychological perspective. How do these beliefs affect individual and collective psychology?
Conspiracy theories like these often provide simple explanations for complex issues. They offer a sense of control in an unpredictable world.
But they can also foster an us versus them mentality, heightening paranoia and mistrust. This can be isolating for individuals who invest heavily in such beliefs.
Emotionally, these theories can fill voids left by uncertainty and societal disconnect. They offer a community to those who feel marginalized or misunderstood.
Would you say these theories act as a coping mechanism for some, helping them navigate their own fears?
Definitely. While they can provide comfort, they often reinforce cognitive biases, making it harder for people to think critically or change their views.
And let's not forget the stress and anxiety they can generate. Constantly fearing invisible threats can be mentally exhausting.
We might find that open conversations about fears and emotions could aid in deconstructing these beliefs and fostering resilience.
Integrating psychological insights with understanding is crucial to addressing the emotional drivers of these theories. Let's continue to approach this with empathy and awareness. Let's explore the global perspective on the New World Order conspiracy. How do variations in cultural context affect beliefs about this theory worldwide?
In some countries, historical experiences with colonialism or authoritarian regimes make people more wary of global control notions. It resonates with past struggles for autonomy.
Conversely, in more stable democracies, these theories may be seen as fringe ideas. Institutional trust plays a significant role in how they are perceived.
Emotional responses can vary too. In regions facing social inequalities, these theories might heighten feelings of disenfranchisement and offer a framework to make sense of that reality.
So, the divergence in belief is often shaped by local histories and current socio-political climate. How do these differences affect global dialogue?
They can create tension. When one country sees cooperation as productive, another might see it as overreach, fueling international mistrust.
It's crucial for international bodies to acknowledge these perspectives rather than dismiss them. Building dialogue requires understanding and addressing these variances.
Empathy for diverse historical and emotional contexts can lead to more inclusive global conversations. Globalization shouldn't mean sidelining local identities.
Understanding global variations in beliefs about the New World Order is essential for fostering dialogue. Appreciating these cultural nuances helps bridge divides. Let's keep this nuanced conversation going. As we look towards the future, how do you think beliefs about the New World Order conspiracy will evolve?
The digital age might amplify these theories, with misinformation spreading more easily online. However, it also presents opportunities for fact-checking and education.
Indeed, technology is a double-edged sword. We must harness it responsibly to foster informed communities and combat the spread of unfounded beliefs.
The emotional landscape will continue to shape these beliefs. We might see intensified reactions as people seek to make sense of a rapidly changing world.
So technology and emotional responses will play critical roles in shaping the future discourse around these theories. How can society prepare for this?
Developing critical thinking from a young age will be crucial. Education systems should focus on analytical skills and digital literacy.
Collaboration across governments and organizations to uphold transparency can strengthen trust and mitigate fear-based speculation.
Encouraging empathy and open conversations across communities then help reduce polarization and foster mutual understanding.
As we move forward, blending technology, education, and empathy might be key to navigating the complexities of conspiracy beliefs. Let's continue to stay informed and understanding. As we conclude our discussion on the New World Order conspiracy, what are your final thoughts on balancing logic and emotion in these beliefs?
We must remain vigilant. Questioning narratives is essential, but it's equally important to ground our suspicions in evidence.
Yes, maintaining a healthy skepticism is wise. However, without factual backing, these theories can overshadow tangible issues needing attention.
And while logic is crucial, understanding the emotional root of these beliefs can foster empathy, leading to more harmonious dialogues.
Balancing these elements is indeed key. By combining evidence with empathy, we can navigate through misinformation while addressing the genuine fears underlying these theories.
Encouraging open dialogue and critical thinking helps dismantle unfounded fears while promoting informed perspectives.
Plus, leveraging technology responsibly can prevent the spread of misinformation and encourage informed discussions.
Ultimately, connection and understanding bind us. Only by addressing emotional underpinnings can we hope to bridge divides.
Thank you all for your engaging insights. Let's remain committed to approaching complex issues with both logic and empathy. Until next time, keep questioning thoughtfully.